Hi guys, welcome back to Graphic Novels. Today we're going to go over traditional novels versus graphic novels, and we're going to be comparing and contrasting them. So, our desired result is, what value do graphic novels have as a literary medium? By the end of this lesson, you will be able to compare and contrast traditional novels with graphic novels. So, traditional novels, how are they similar and how are they different from graphic novels? So, a traditional novel is a traditional way to read a story. So, they use a combination of narration and dialogue to tell the story, and there are few or no pictures. Readers rely on the author's description powers and their own imagination to picture the characters and events, and the authors unfold the story over many pages, maybe many chapters, maybe over different books. In a graphic novel, it is a more modern way of telling a story. So there is use of a combination of narration, dialogue, and images to tell this story. And the pictures are an integral part of the story. Readers use authors' words and illustration to make sense of the characters and events, and the author must tell the story in fewer words. So when we looked at the anatomy of a dialogue of a graphic novel, we could see that there are way less opportunities. So it has to be the most important things being told. So there's just a small thought bubble, or there are panels that are way smaller or way bigger, to really get the point across, because it has to be done in much, much less words than a traditional novel. So fewer words means that each word is more important. So illustrations are at least as important as the words. So those pictures, if there's going to be color in them, what the character's um, costume is, and if they're going to rewear it, that is important. Um, the way that they're drawn, those things are incredibly, incredibly important, because the pictures as well as the words are laying out parts of the story. So, as you're looking at a graphic novel, some things you should think are: what parts of the story did the artist choose to draw? Why did he draw this and not something else? How are the images laid out on the page? Which images are bigger? Which are smaller? Why? How did the artist draw each image? Which images have more graphic weight and why? And what point is the artist making here? So that's why it's really important to look, because some might not have words at all and just be um, pictures. So, traditional and graphic novel similarities, there are similarities as well. So, they tell us stories, use narration and dialogue, include many of the same literary elements. So, regardless if you are reading Dickens or Batman, so you can see them reading each other's novels. I love this picture. They're going to still include the same literary elements. You're going to still need a plot. You're going to still need a conflict. There's going to be characterization. So the characters are going to have things that set them apart, for their character traits. There's going to be a setting. It's going to take place somewhere. Um, there's a mood to the story or to the graphic novel, and some type of theme. So even if the stories are being told or transferred to us in different ways, there's still many of the same elements that are similar. So some of the differences are: traditional novels obviously have more words, fewer pictures, and readers must analyze the author's words for meaning. Graphic novels have fewer words, more pictures, and readers must analyze the author's words and the artist's illustration for meanings. So, at the end of this lesson, you should have been able to compare and contrast traditional novels with graphic novels. There's also a PowerPoint connected to this lesson, so feel free to look through that as well.